The Hume Footy League and the excitement continues. A season that, well, there's no easy win in Hume football. Perhaps just the Murray Magpies who are struggling, but everyone else is right in this competition. And joining me to talk about it is Phil Bouffler.
I'm well, thank you, Wayne. Lovely day in the Riverina. Forecasting around 22 degrees, nice sunny day. So a fair few farmers pretty busy on their tractors at the moment.
Yeah, and that is something that does have an impact. But I reckon across the farming districts of your area, and most of the clubs are in sort of a sowing type farming, but some have got cattle and that. But at the moment, it's a really even competition. And that was borne out last week when Osborne only kicked 10-9-69 on their home deck to beat Brock Burham 9-5-59, a 10-point win. And they only just got over the line, and Brock Burham haven't yet won a game this year. So that just shows you the top and the bottom situation and how close it was.
That was a good game, Wayne. I was out at that game, so I had a bit of rain in the afternoon. Just a bit of drizzle came through. Might have been 2 or 3 mil or something like that. I think that there was only a point of difference. I think Osborne was just in front of three-quarter time. Then I think Brock might have kicked the first goal of the quarter, and everyone thought, oh, here we go. There's going to be another Holbrook coming over the top of them. But Osborne had got a pretty big break at three-quarter time from their coach. So they lifted and they kicked 2 or 3 goals, 3 or 4 goals in the last quarter and had a good win. But it was a really good game, and full credit to the Brock Burham players. They played well.
Yeah. Can you repeat some of the words the coach said on air for us at all, Phil?
Do you have a beeping thing on? Do you have a beeping mode on that?
Beep, 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 beep. Peter Cook kicked 6 for Brock Burham. Tim Hagee and also Corey Pearce were really good. Darcy Anson played well. Duncan McMaster, Connor Galvin and Duncan Livingston, they had goal kicking. That sharing it around got them there, I think. Hayden Armstrong, Ryan Collins, Clancy Galvin and Edward O'Connell all booted multiple 2-goal scores. Other matches had a big win for Culcairn, 25-14 to the Murray Magpies, 4-4.
Once again, the Magpies battled on. They don't give the game away. They had got 3 or 4 goals and played well. Culcairn just cruised along. They were never in doubt, really. They got in front and stayed there, so that was a good win to Culcairn.
Michael McWilliams kicked 11 snags out of the 25 and got the best player. Now, this one. I had a bit of mail this week from my friends down there at the Billabong Crows. They were telling us how much they love the footy show, and I think they were making sure that they posted to me something because they drew with Holbrook 7-6-48 to 6-12-48 in one of the great games for the Billabong Crows since they've been in this competition.
Unbelievable, really. Very good result. Wasn't a hugely high-scoring game, but I think they would have got a little bit more bad weather over that way. Would have been a little bit wetter over there, I reckon. It was a sort of a storm, just sort of hung out that way a little bit. So I think the scores reflected that. But 6-12 by Holbrook wasn't great kicking. But, that was a credit to the Billabong Crows. That's probably the best result they've had for a long time. And that would give them a lot of confidence moving forward into the rest of the year. That was a very good result.
I was told my mail was that they will surprise some sides above them and could just get towards that top 6 come the end of the season. Look out for these Crows. Michael Rampel, Jaden Hucker and Josh Jones, and Tutu, Andrew McKinlay, and Jared Dacey, and also Connor Hargraves, a couple apiece, and Zach Kerr, the absolute star, and this George Sandrell can play. They got some good players out of Canberra too, which is going to be helping them be very competitive this year. The CDHBU have been, I think, the form side in a lot of ways in the comp. 12-10-82 to Henty, 9-6-60 at Careen. The Power are looking good.
Power look good. They took the foot off the accelerator last quarter a little bit, only got a couple of points. And Henty might have, they were a little bit more, I think they're probably 40 points down at three-quarter time, but they've sort of come home a little bit handy. Great result by the Power. They're just sort of doing what they need to do. I think they've got a couple of players coming up from Melbourne who might be both injured at the moment. So, there's only positives, I see, for CDHBU going forward. And they've got a few tougher games coming up, so they'll just see where they really lie in the scheme of things. And Henty battled on well and didn't give the game away, but a little bit too just beaten on the day.
All right, Corey C.J. Smith, one of the favourite sons of the Careen boys with 4. Ryan Beveridge also 4. Sam Ferguson, their better player. Tunks with 3. for the defeated Henty side in that game, and surprising to not see the great man up forward kicking big bags of goals in that game for Henty. Howlong 14-11-95, Gindera 5-4-34. There's a bit of not so much upset in this, but the Redbacks, I think the scoreline reflecting a big win against a good side.
Gindera's a good side. They played well. I've seen them play against Holbrook, and they played well. This is Howlong sort of finally turned up on Saturday. We've been expecting them to be a big improver and hadn't really shown a lot, but, getting a few new players in and stuff like that, it takes a little bit of time to gel. And that was a very, very good win. They just kicked away, especially in the third quarter, had a big third quarter, and held. I don't think Gindera scored in the third quarter, and I think they might have kicked 6 goals, Howlong. So that was a very good win. So, we just need to be a bit careful about Howlong. They're going to be going pretty well now.
Well, they are a big match this weekend. We'll get to that in a moment because we've still got Ramwell Bundry Walla kicking 11-10, 76 to Lockhart 7-11-53. Nathan Wardius, he's kicked 7 goals, Phil. I'll tell you what, he didn't even get in the best players. 7 out of 11.
I know, it's pretty tough to get a gig in the best players out there, but he's a good player, young Nathan. So that was a good win. Lockhart played well. They certainly improved a lot on last year. Big Zach Sheether was home playing. The Keogh brothers, they played well. And Angus Griggs, a very good player. So, that's a big improvement from Lockhart, and they'd be happy with that. But that was a good win by the Giants. That was a game they could have dropped, and they'd be very happy with that.
All right, some junior football trainings coming up this weekend.
We've got our annual carnival coming up, organised by the AFL NEB in Lavington in a couple of weeks' time. So we've got our final training on this weekend at Wallace. So, and out of that, the sides will be selected. So it's great that we can support this. The young kids love playing their junior football, and it's good we've got a chance to play. So we go into the carnival in Lavington, sort of a round-robin type thing, and they play a lot of sides from Northern Victoria and that sort of thing. So it's a good day. So it's really good.
Yeah, good stuff for all the kids to play at a higher level. Let's have a look at round 5, and it is a bit of a spider battle here. The old Urana Spiders, with their spider up on the Aquatic Centre Tower, they welcome the Redback Spiders Howlong in the match of the round at Urana.
If you're an arachnophobic, it's not the game to go to, Wayne. You want to steer clear of that. I think this would be a very good game. Last week you would have thought, well, Howlong would probably get up here. But Billabong Crows will be up and about after last week's effort. At home, well, this is very hard to pick, Wayne. There's a good case for either side here, but I'm going to just pick Howlong. I think I just think they've found their form, they've found their mojo, and I just think they might be a little bit too strong.
Yeah, I tell you what, they'll drive past that big tractor up on the pole there into the recreation reserve in their number this weekend. It'll be a beauty. Gindera take on Osborne. I think Osborne can win down at Gindera.
We didn't mention Osborne had a few out last week. George Alexander didn't play. The fellow Matt McGorry from the Canberra fellow centre play didn't play. From all reports, he's just a dead set gun. So they might have had 4 or 5 out, Osborne. So it maybe tainted that score a little bit. But I'm not sure how many of those are coming in this week. But it'll be a test at Gindera. They'll play well at home, Gindera. But just on form, Osborne will be too strong.
Now, Lockhart and Calcan, this is at Lockhart too. They're not without a chance of beating the Lions, the D's at home.
This will be a good test for Lockhart. They'll really just find out where they are in the league and in the ladder, and also Calcan as well. I think Lockhart have been playing pretty well. They've only won the one game, the first game, but they've sort of been thereabouts. And I just think at home, Lockhart might get up tomorrow.
Those beautiful paddocks out the back of the swamp. You go up the hill, and Henty has got some magnificent land, some very expensive land too, I saw that was being sold in that part of the world. Over the hill you go towards Rand, Walbundry and Walla towns, and they are going to be coming over that hill to Henty this weekend in what will be a fantastic game.
Be a big crowd here, so this will be a good game. These sides, there won't be a lot in this game. This will be probably one of the closer games of the round, I'd say. Could go either way, toss of the coin type thing, but I just think maybe Henty at home, great facilities, the ground being looking at $1 million. I think Henty might just sneak home at home.
Oh, Brock Burham need a win. If they lost to Holbrook this weekend at Brocklesby, it would be zip and 5. Will it be, Phil?
Well, this will be interesting again. Holbrook would be a bit disappointed with their effort last week, and the BB Saints will be buoyed by their effort. So it'll be really, once again, this is another very close game. There's some great games this weekend. Like every week, it's just been fantastic footy. I'll only Look, I think just on form, you'd have to just tip Holbrook, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Rock Burham got up here.
Wow, and a bit of an upset, okay. Last week too, that drawn game for Holbrook, they'd be smarting. And the Murray Magpies take on CDHBU and down in Albury. I tell you, I think the CDHBU boys and Corey Smith might be looking for a bag.
Could be on down there, so I think they'll play well. That'll be a good win down there. Once again, the Magpies will try hard all day. They've been a credit to them that they've just kept turning up and each week and playing well. But CDHBU will be far too strong, and I think they'll have a good win. There could be a couple of big bags of goals kicked down there.
Yeah, I think so. All right, Phil, good to talk to you about the latest in Hume football, the exciting football season it's turning out already to be in 2023. You have a great weekend out at the local game, and I'll catch you next week.
Thanks, Wayne.